Hi, this is Marie, and this is Verse of the Day. It comes from 2 Samuel chapter 12, verses 22 and 23. And this is King David speaking. And he said, "While the child was alive, I fasted and wept, for I said, 'Who can tell whether the Lord will be gracious to me, that the child may live?' But now he is dead. Why should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me." I find comfort in the words of King David. In this passage, he's speaking about his son who had just died. He was a newborn, and it was the child that he had had out of wedlock with, or that he had conceived out of wedlock with Bathsheba. And he says, "The child cannot return to me, but I can go to him." That means that David had the faith to believe that when he died, he'd go to heaven and he would see his son again. And that gives me such hope and such comfort, because I've lost children. I've lost my son Eric. He was stillborn. And I've lost, had some miscarriages. And my daughter Cassandra died in 1992 at age 16. And those are very traumatic things that you never really ever get over. Losing a child is probably a parent's worst fear. It's a horrible thing, because we know that we are supposed to go first, and our children are supposed to bury us. We are not supposed to bury them. It's the order of things, is that our grandparents die, our parents die, we die, and then the succeeding generations. But we don't ever think that our child is going to die. And it just throws our entire lives off balance when we lose a child. And it's been such difficult things to get through. I've lost several grandchildren as well, infant grandchildren, miscarried grandchildren, stillborn grandchildren. And those things are just confusing, and they don't make sense, and they cause us to question everything that we know about God and the Bible, and all of those whys come in. Why would God allow that? Why? And I don't really know why God allows the things to happen, except that we are in a fallen world, and that this earth is the devil's playground, and we are subject to the things of earth and the natural and the supernatural. And I know that it doesn't always make a lot of sense, the things that go on, the things that we have to deal with, but I find a lot of comfort after losing my children, knowing that one day that I will go to them, that I can take comfort in the fact that they are in heaven with the Lord, and I know that they're waiting on me, and that one day, whatever my days are, however long they are, the Lord knows that when they are over, and I will close my eyes in this world and open them in glory, and to see my Lord Jesus face to face, and to see those who have gone on before me, my grandparents, my father, and others in my family who have gone on to their reward, and as well as my children and grandchildren who are also in heaven. And that gives me a measure of hope, a measure of faith, and it gives me a way to deal with the death of my children. And not just the death of my children, but the death of, my father and my grandmother, who I was very close to both of them. But that was the natural, for my grandmother. She passed when I was in my early 20s, and then my dad's been gone almost 4 years now. And that was order. My grandparent, my father, me, children. But it didn't happen that way. And that is something that a lot of us have had to go through. And that is a club that nobody wants to belong to, but way too many of us do. And a lot of us never, ever recover from it. But I just want to give you the hope in these verses that as a Christian, you can be comforted in knowing that your child is in the arms of Jesus right now, and that your child lives on, and that your child is waiting for you. So I hope if you are the parent who has lost a child, I am so very sorry. I don't wish that on anyone. But if you have lost a child, God bless you. And just pray and keep believing and knowing that your child is in heaven. Your child is already in glory, and that one day you too will be there with them. This is He Reigns Church. I hope you will like, share, and subscribe. If you have prayer requests, please leave them in the comments below or email us directly at church.hereigns@gmail.com. God bless you, and I will see you soon.